What's going on, guys? Hey, welcome today. Hey, I want to talk to you today about how to get credit cards without your social security number. Yeah, a lot of people talk about this, and I know that like you see this in YouTube and everywhere else. But I'm going to show you a trick that is truly without no social security number. And I'm not talking about business credit because yes, I preach business credit, and business credit is the way that you should go. But in order for you to get business credit, guess what? You need to have the pillar of what business credit is. You are the personal guarantor at the beginning, and you are the one that actually is opening the business and owning the business and creating the credit for that business. So let's talk about how you can increase your utilization, meaning the amount of money that you have available in credit, by getting more credit cards without your social security number. Let's roll.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out.
All right, guys, but before we start talking about hacks, let's talk about what is credit. Now, if you don't know what credit is, it is that score that you get in your credit bureaus. The three credit bureaus that pretty much man your overall credit score is Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Now, these three bureaus receive all the information from your creditors. Something you have to keep in mind that the credit bureaus are not in business to confirm if that information is right or wrong. They just receive it and they report it. This is why when you want to dispute any information on your credit report, you dispute it with them. And it is their job by law. Remember this, by law, they have 30 days from the day that they receive your inquiry to dispute anything that you feel that is erroneous on your credit report, for them to be able to investigate, either go to public record, which we're about to talk in a little bit, or go to the creditor and find out if that information is right. If it's determined that it's right, then it stays on your credit report. But if it's determined that it was wrong, it will be deleted. And we could go more in details on those. You could check a lot of my libraries on how to fix your own credit. We're talking about, I have extensive information, but at the same time, we also have the course that can definitely help you out if that's what you want. But so let's talk about more. So what is credit? So credit is the overall number, or the credit score is the overall number that you receive by adding, subtracting, dividing, all of these factors that go into it. How much you pay your bills on time, what is the revolving accounts that you have, how you pay them, how much you have available, what is the age of that type of credit and the overall credit, and how much new credit have you gotten. Now, something that we in the industry have that we know is a lot of banks like to go by a rule called the 524 rule. What this means is if you've gotten more than 5 credit cards over the past 24 months, yes, you will not be able to they will not be able to extend you any credit. I'm going to give you an example of this. I am a Chase customer. Business accounts with Chase, personal accounts with Chase, numerous of credit cards with Chase. And yes, I like to push the envelope so like that I could try and bring to you what I know, what I found out. What I tell you today is not something that I read somewhere or I was told by someone. It's just things that I first do myself, then bring it to you and see it to my clients and make sure that it works for my clients, and then also teach it to you guys. So it is proven. So today, I cannot get a credit line increase or another credit card with Chase, for example, because over the past year, I have gotten more than 35 new credit cards. So just to show you that there are certain things that no matter your score, that can also affect you. So this is why you need to start thinking outside the box. How to gain new credit cards without using your social security number. Because if it was me or you are in my boat in the same shoes, or I was you because you don't have a good credit number or good credit rating, and you cannot get a credit card because you don't qualify, then this is when you want to start using these hacks that I'm about to teach you. So you don't have to use your social security number. All right, guys, so let's talk about hard pulls and soft pulls. Hard pulls when a creditor pulls your information and hurts your credit. So let's just say for every hard pull that you get in your credit report is between 3 to 5 points that you get determined if you don't get qualified. Now, if you do get qualified for that loan, it's only about 1 to 2 points. So think about this. If you ever gone to a car dealership, and again, never do that. Always go pre-qualified to go get your car. If you know that you can only afford $30,000 a vehicle, that's what you're going to buy. Just don't go over there, because what they're going to do, they're going to try to afford you or get you qualified for as much as possible. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to get you approved through other lenders. And you may get out of there with 10, 13 inquiries. I've seen the worst, up to 16 inquiries all at once. And remember, 3 to 5 inquiries, if you don't get approved, that could be about 5 points. Multiply that times 10 plus, let's say 50 points. If you went there with a low 700s, you may get out with a mid 600s out of that dealership. Yes, you may have a vehicle, price, payments are going to be high, but guess what? Your credit's going to hurt for the next 24 months, because all those inquiries will not fall from your credit report until the 25th month. Now, soft pull is a different thing. What we do in the soft pull is when a creditor actually pulls your information, but from public record, without having to go into the credit bureau. And what they do, they only see the last 4. They just want to see your information. So anytime that you actually do a credit or you requesting credit, and all you have to do is put the last 4 of your social, that's called a soft pull. All right, guys, so I'm going to give you 3 little tricks that you can do in order to get qualified without having to use your full social security number. Well, the first one is going to be you apply for a membership in a lot of the drugstores that we use, like shopping centers, you go to a Stop and Shop, we get Publix, all the shopping centers that you actually get groceries from. What that do is, you see the little reward cards, that puts you in the map as a public record. Now, you need to be okay with getting public record. Now, in order to be in public record, you need to do these things. And I don't understand, a lot of people say, people are gonna find me, but guess what? This is the world. No matter what, if you think that nobody's tracking you online or in everything else, if you talk about LexisNexis, they have more information than what your family knows about you. So keep that in mind. Just, let's get with the times. Just make sure that you do everything right. Make sure you do everything ethically, and make sure that you actually do this trick so that you can start getting lending and credit, so that we can help you out. Now, go into the the drugstores, the pharmacies, and get those little reward cards. That is going to help you tremendously. So that's going to put you on the map. Make sure that you use your right information, name, phone number, and the address where you live in. That is in your credit report. That is something that you will have to do in order for you to get yourself in the map. Now, the second one is a very quick one that it's called I know you heard this before. It's called the shopping cart system. So what you do is, you go to shop something like in Victoria's Secret, you go to Costco, you go to BJ's, and you do the shopping cart. You get something, make sure you need to get more than $100. What that means is, once you get more than $100 and you're about to check out, the only thing you need to do here is make sure you go to Chrome or any related web browser, but make sure that you go in incognito way, or the way that you actually go incognito online. And what you do is, you are going to actually try to shop for something. Make sure there's more than $100, and at the end, when it goes to the shopping cart, you'll see that for the most part, they're gonna ask you is, would you like to apply for a credit card? Now, sometimes they do this, sometimes they don't. For the most part, I've seen it, when you apply, all they ask you is for the last 4 of your social, which means there is a soft pull. It will not affect you. You don't have to use your social security number. So this is the second one, or the second hack, in order for you to get credit cards without your social security number. Now we're going to go to the screen, because there's one more hack that this is going to help you tremendously. And this is the one that I want to tell you to do today as soon as you finish this video. All right, guys, so this is the third one. So what we're going to do is go to optoutprescreen.com. Optoutprescreen.com. Now, this is going to do is it's going to put you in the map. It is going to allow you to now get into public record the fastest way. Yeah, the other 2 options that I gave you are very good. You could do that. Hey, might as well do it. If you always shop at these places, you always go to certain places where you shop, like Victoria's Secret, like the Walgreens, like the CVS, get it. Get yourself there, allow that to help you out. But this one will be the fastest way. And this is why and how you get pre-approved credit cards in the mail. Now keep that in mind that a lot of people, and what I've seen even with my family, what they do is they get pre-approved cards on the mail and they throw them away. Guys, that is a soft pull. You already been pre-approved, and that helps your utilization. So do not throw them away. Apply for them. And if they ask you for the last four of your social, that means it's being pre-approved. That means that you can definitely get approved for it, and it's not going to hurt your credit score at all. So let's go. So you scroll all the way down, and what you're going to do is you're going to click on the opt-in or opt-out. Keep scrolling down. It tells you, everything that you're opting in for. And what we want to do is opt in. You have the option of opting out from every public record for 5 years. Now, don't do that. You want to create business. You want to create credit, personal credit and business credit. Now, if that's not what you want, you're welcome to come here, take this video, let me show you opt out from everything so that you do not get qualified for any credit. Now, I don't think that's what you're here for. So our option will be opt in. So what we're going to do is, and I'm going to put all my information, so I'll show you how this is done. And obviously, I'm going to blur some of my personal information, but some of the general ones. And for security purposes, obviously you need to put in your beautiful code, making sure that you're not a robot. And you confirm. Let's submit a confirm. And voila, it's been confirmed. Now I'm still gonna blur this out so that you don't see my personal information, and I end the session. That's it, guys. That's what it takes for you to get into opt-in. I did it one more time. I'll do it every once in a while, and that's how I get a lot of the pre-approved. And I add another one to my collections. Remember, I try this before you do, and I show you the proper way on how to get it done. Let's go to the main screen. All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you love this content, and I hope this helps you to actually know the ins and outs on how to start getting personal credit cards with no social security number. Now, guys, if you found content on this video, go ahead and comment. Let us know how we did. I want you to make sure, let us know how we can improve every one of our content. But at the same time, if you want to know something specific, hey, we could definitely research. We could definitely get it to you. And there'll be a lot of things that you guys may want to know that we haven't thought about. And we actually do this every single day. So for example, I just show you how I'm going to get some pre-approved credit cards in the mail, and that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna start adding to my list. But guys, I want the same for you. I want you to become successful at credit. So guys, do me a favor. If this is your first time, make sure you subscribe. Click on the bell icon, click on all so that you'll be notified every time that we post new content. And give me the thumbs up. Once again, that's gonna help me out so I could bring this content to many, many more people. Thank you for your time. I am Carlos, the Credit Assassin, and this is the Credit Assassins channel. I'll see you in the next video.
I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big bucks, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them?